Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Tampa. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. A former Seminole back home in Florida. It's Dalvin Cook. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And a yard.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
First down, Vikings.
Now Cook. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second and 9 now. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete.
Number 11.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
2nd and 3.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Devin White in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Badgley able to knock this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
The line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Eric Wilson.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Vikings 3, Buccaneers 0.
the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. Rolling to his right. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there. Working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there.
First down, here's the run with Cook. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. That's caught at the 25. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's got this down to the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. after the penalty, it's Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down.
They'll drop to throw. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Adams, 26 yards. And the Bucs have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now 10-3. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. 2
yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now we've got movement up front. And I think this is going to be on Minnesota. So that'll back them up 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
That's taken on the 25.
that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 37. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. On play action, they'll throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down.
Switch up, switch up. Here we go, 50, 50. Mike 50.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
On down.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
At the Buccaneers' 14-yard line.
Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
Badgley's kick is good. And that'll bring them back within 4. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for them, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Number 88, incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Looking to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught. In the end zone, touchdown, Minnesota.
Michael Badgley.
Justin Jefferson.
There to make the grab. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Buccaneers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
He'll let one go deep for Howard.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 1.
He's going to keep it again. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, with him trailing here in the second half, maybe his legs can try to give this offense a spark.
And that's the benefit of having a young quarterback, right? Having a rookie, a guy who will say, hold on a second, I have a little bit of fearlessness to my game. It isn't working as well the other way. Let's see what I can do to help my team this way. And, boy, he did it there.
He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up.
They'll go again to Jones. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. This Minnesota D up to the task on the 3rd down pass play.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that of just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And they're going to go for this. Just 1 for 3 so far on 4th down tries. They're trying again.
Watch the whip. 57, Mike 57.
They'll set up a throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
McMillan on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
10.
It got his man complete. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Back to the ground, Cook. Down to the 25. There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. The Vikings on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 15.
That's 22, that's 22. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. 22 is coming. Pick me up. Here we go. That's 22.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there, tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
First down.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Check, crunch, crunch.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 59, 50. You don't know no better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short.
It's a turnover on down.
The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Cook following the penalty. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got the first down here and then some, but a penalty flag down. This could very well be coming back. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They run it again with Cook. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On second down, Cook. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
First down, Vikings.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. You get it on the road. You can't. Meanwhile, for